What regions are represented? What professional expertise do they bring? And priorities.
And if you think about it, many people have been wondering since the list has been released, it means that some signals really came across Nigerians. On the surface, reviving Nigeria's ambassadorial corps with fresh names, including career diplomats, seems like a step toward reactivating the country's diplomatic reach. The variety of nominees could bring a mix of professional experience and political visibility to Nigeria's foreign missions, of course. But critics argue otherwise, according to some observers, that the list underscores a tilt toward political patronage and reward rather than diplomatic merit. So there have been different things that people have seen and people have wondered, how did we get to this point? But just want to let you know that in the midst of all of the lists, we have non-career ambassador nominees and they are career ambassadors. So let's look at non-career ambassadors include Ogbonaya Kalu of Abia, Reno Mokri of Delta State, Mahmoud Yakubu, former INET chairman, Angela Adebayo Irelu, former First Lady of Ekiti, Ifeanyi Ogwai, former governor of Enugu State, Tasiu Musa Margari, former Speaker, Katsina House of Assembly, Yakubu N. Gambo, former Plateau Commissioner and ex-deputy Executive Secretary of UBEC, Nora Ladi Dadut, former Senator from Plateau State, Femi Pedro, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Femi Fani Kayode, former Minister of Aviation of Osun State, Nkechi Linda Ufochukwu, lawyer from Anambra, Fatima Florence Ajimobi, former First Lady. That means you have two former First Ladies there of Oyo State, Lola Akande, former Lagos State Commissioner, Grace Bent, former Senator of Adamawa State, Victor Okezie Okbeazu, former Governor of Abia State, Jimo Ibrahim, former Senator and businessman from Ondo State, Paul Oga Adiku, from former Ambassador of Nigeria to the Holy See, that is Benue State. Then you have 15 career ambassadors. Those ones are known. It's the career. They have 15 of them. Non-career 17. Then career ambassadors 15. So the list is very, very interesting because people have wondered, okay, if you're seeing what come, we're seeing Ondo, we're seeing Edo, we're seeing Niger, we're seeing from Castina, we're seeing from Borno State, from Kaduna, from Kwara, from Oshun, Ogun, Ebonyi, Bayelsa. We have one Sindh of Paibi and Doni from Bayelsa. You have Musa Abubakar from KB, Adamawa, Taraba, and Abia. Question people are asking: is it properly spread across every region? And if you talk about every region could be there. That is a north central, northeast, northwest, southeast, south, and of course southwest. But if the states, how many of the states are really, really included in these things? That's a conversation too.
That's right. So this morning we will be reviewing the lists item by item. You together with us will be looking at the list item by item, looking at the balance between career diplomats and political appointees, examining whether the nominations reflect national character and federal character, as the case may be, and assessing the potential impact on Nigeria's foreign policy direction. Now, is this a list that strengthens our diplomatic corps? Does it reward competence or political loyalty? Are the nominees individuals with a track record, experience, and understanding required to represent a nation as complex and influential as ours? We all know that our country is very complex. In recent times, the narrative has not been really brilliant. Nigerians are asking these questions, and rightly so. So we will also examine the broader context. How does this list compare with previous administrations? What global realities should Nigeria be preparing for, whether in terms of economic diplomacy, security partnerships, diaspora engagement, or regional leadership within ECOWAS and the African Union? In an era where nations are, defined not just by their domestic policies, but by their global partnerships or relationships, the quality of our ambassadors can either open new frontiers or close existing doors. We all know that. So as always, on Let's Talk Nigeria, It is a platform where your voice matters. We will invite you when the time is appropriate for you to call us, send us your messages, drop them on Facebook because we're live right there, 97.5 Golding FM. We'll read them. Do you believe this list moves Nigeria forward? Are there names you expected to see? Are there qualifications you believe should be prioritized more strongly in diplomatic appointments? Well, this is Let's Talk Nigeria. Okay, so before we open the phone lines, Paul, let's get to find out what the people are saying. Main reactions or criticisms of this list, as it were. When such comes out from the government, people will criticize, people will talk, and let's get to find out before we hear from our listeners. First and foremost, it's the People's Democratic Party. The PDP has described the list as scandalous, reprehensible, and a sad commentary on Nigeria's diplomatic representation. Its spokesperson, Ini Emimabong, he said that, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, in a press release statement. The PDP also is arguing that the nominees include disgraced propagandists, characterless politicians, and public officials, people perceived as having integrity deficits and anti-democratic backgrounds, thus unfit to represent Nigeria abroad. But you know what is expected, it's the opposition. What do you expect? And then, of course, the human rights group called the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HURIWA, along with other critics, accused the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu of turning ambassadorial posts into jobs for the boys. Jobs for the boys, calling many nominees sycophants and ethically challenged people. So these are some of the reactions. There are so many reactions, actually. I have something from Mahad, but I don't know which of the reactions you got
I think
while reading through the internet. Yes.
I saw a whole lot of them. Even with we had in the news with ADC reeling out some things, but
ADC too, yeah.
ADC had to like what's going on here? But let's just really just look at some things.
Okay.
From the past administrations,
All right.
from the Fourth Republic, from 1999, between 1999 and 2007, President Olusegun Obasanjo's list, career ambassadors were majority. Career ambassadors, for this time around, it is 17 non-career and career 15.
Well, Paul, even if you're not a career ambassador, I mean, it's not a bad thing if we you are appointed or I'm appointed as a non-career ambassador. How far?
So don't worry,
Not a bad
you will
thing.
get
I
there.
like it. In fact,
No, don't worry, you are getting there. Don't worry, you are getting there.
I like the fact that some people are non-career ambassadors.
And
No wonder that's why Huriwai was saying that it's for the boys.
do
Job
you
for the
understand-
boys because of the non-career aspect.
So let me just break. So this is what happened during President Olusegun Obasanjo's time. Non-career ambassadors were a significant minority, mainly politicians, retired public officials, and ex-military officers.
Oh, retired politicians and
see.
ex-military
Okay,
officers.
so you have mainly politicians, retired public officials, and ex-military officers. That is what happened.
So as a young man who is very versatile and all that, I can be an ambassador? Is that what you mean?
No, that was. I'm breaking it down.
I also fault that one.
No. That's no. See, I
fault it.
get what you are
I
doing.
fault it.
But that was Obasanjo's.
Okay, Obasanjo's.
modus operandi.
Okay.
And because mainly, we just came back. It was just from the military rule, so he was trying to rebuild Nigeria's diplomatic corps. Do not
Nice,
forget that we were suspended from different places because of Abacha's and the other time prior to that. So. Now you want to gain respect back. You want to come back to places, So he had to build strong reliance on experienced foreign service officers for major postings. That is the US, UK, UN, AU, ECOWAS. So it was very strong person that he sent there because that is the face mainly.
And it was good.
It was good because
was
the
good.
US, the UK, UN, you need those things. AU, ECOWAS, that is
Very, very good.
very brilliant. So, but non-career appointments were political allies. That career ambassadors formed the backbone
Okay.
Non-career ambassadors, he had fewer compared to Obasanjo's regime.
Okay.
So non-careers were fewer. But this is what he did. He maintained ambassadors list initially, but he did a reshuffling and emphasizing technical competence over political reward. That's why people
Technical competence.
competence
And
over
that's why many people
political.
liked Musa
See,
Yaradua.
till
They loved him.
today, people are always judging him to be one of the best,
Yeah.
really the best president.
Regardless of the fact that he came into power through, which he also confirmed, is
No,
that
of
why
course, see,
the
in the
election
midst
was
of- yeah,
somehow.
Do you know it takes courage for someone to really come out and say that?
Say something like that. you know?
That's how sincere he was.
He was,
The
yeah.
amnesty thingy that we have in this, it was because of Umar Musa Yar'Adua.
Mm-hmm,
He just wanted to have peace. So that is what he did. So one thing again, they said during this time, the career people were quiet, technocratic diplomats dominated key missions. See them, the career ambassador, quiet, technocratic diplomats. Non-career, limited, just mostly elder statesmen and a few political associates.
So what we're saying is that young people can never be ambassadors if we go by that definition for non-career.
For non-career, right? Because
For you to be ambassador, you must be a young person. No youth can.
because do you know one of the things is
You need
is the fact-
experience, right?
You need experience because
Experience.
so much somehow. When you think about how that even for employment,
Because I know where I'm going to.
I know
there
that.
is somebody.
I'm going to wait.
There's one young girl, 32 years old.
Wait now.
32.
Wait now. So
Ha.
see that
We're going there. We're going there.
I'm going soon. So that's what I see. So you understand that's what happened. Then I got to President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan for 2010 to 2015. The career ambassadors were the main significant block. Non-careers were just prominent presence. And how did they break it down? President Jonathan appointed several politicians, ex-militants, ex-party chieftains as envoys.
Wait a minute. You say what? Ex-militants?
Sorry, ex-ministers. Sorry, sorry.
I want to be.
I'm sorry for that. Ex-ministers,
Okay.
ex-party chiefs, what
Right.
they did.
Okay.
But he still maintained a balanced mix, especially in strategic places like, as usual, the UK, US, Brazil, South Africa, India, for
know.
business bilateral purpose and everything.
okay.
But this is what President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan did. Many key postings were led by foreign service professionals. Their non-career, it just included former ministers, political associates, respected academics, and technocrats, because you need them the most when it comes to issues. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari, he had stronger emphasis on career ambassadors, but fewer but often politically influential for non-career ambassadors. So Buhari was known for prioritizing what career diplomats. You're seeing what's going on. Career diplomats. Two major ambassadorial lists in 2016 and 2020 appointed a mix of career and non-career. The non-career diplomats were often retired military officers, party loyalists, so maybe that's it to my and elder statesmen. But this is what he did. For the career ambassadors, this is what President Muhammadu Buhari did. The bulk of the missions in Asia, Europe, the Gulf, and the multilateral institutions, he sent them there. But for the non-career, a handful of APC chieftains, former governors, and retired generals were the ones that he had to do. Now, this is this thing. Well, come here, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Career ambassadors were substantial but not dominant. And we saw it. Non-career ambassadors, large and politically visible group. That's what he just did. So for President Tinubu's list now, notable for his list, you have ex-ministers, ex-governors, ex-INEC chair.
Okay, so that's where a lot of people want to talk about. So
Thank you.
yeah, so we'll keep it. Don't go further.
No, no.
We'll
I had to
leave that.
mention. See, I had to mention that one.
Yes.
Then I just paused.
And pause. Because the callers now, the listeners, will have to react to this. Now, before then, let me quickly mention a reaction by Madi Shehu. You know him, Madi Shehu. And he gave a little background of those who qualify to be ambassadors. 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 ambassadors Today, according to him, how and a guide to become an ambassador in Nigeria. He divided it into two parts. Say part A. 1. Abuse whoever is the president. Drag him to court. Call him unprintable names. Be very close to his rivals. Hate him publicly. Dig into academic records and bring out fraud and forgery therein. Travel far and wide. And of course, at the end of the day, part B. Visit him privately at home and apologize. Start to project his projects and project him as a very good person and a very good person. Defend everything about him. All right. Then call him the best thing that ever happened to Nigeria and that he is the only savior. Become his unofficial spokespersons. Abuse everybody that belongs to the opposition. But most importantly, ensure that you abuse Peter Obi every day. When I read this about Madi Shehu, I said, this man is, he's crazy. Madi Shehu is crazy.
It's not.
His analysis.
See, you know the thing about it is the fact that it is in public not knowledge. Everybody saw it. Before this time, people were screaming when, under former President Muhammadu Buhari, the said person tagged himself as he said it on social media, that is a Buhari antagonist. Till the President Muhammadu Buhari finished his tenure. He every time he said he's a table shaker. This is what he does.
Okay.
He did that. He declared himself that self-proclaimed Buhari antagonist. That is what he said it was. And
just not all. There's this lady called Naya Kalu, who is a daughter of Oji Uzo Kalu. She's 32 years old. Is there anything wrong with it, with the age? I found with the fact that she's a daughter of Oji Uzo Kalu. Okay, a politician.
Privilege.
Yeah, privilege. But then, does age matter to become an ambassador? And this is a question I want the listeners to answer as well. Does age matter to become an ambassador? Does age matter? Because here is a 32-year-old girl, lady, that is going to be representing Nigeria in a country. It doesn't really matter which country she goes to, even if it's Chad or any African country. Does age really matter? If a young person can become a president, after in some countries, 20-something-year-old, even in this
editorial list, when you have the non-career persons are going to be stemming from loyalists, party loyalists, faithfuls, and those that are it's going to be a way of compensation for some of the things that you've done, and so that's where she somehow are falling into that sphere.
So the politicians are fixing their children.
No, it's seeing them. Some people are even touting that even His Excellency the President is carrying his child on some training of somewhat. So it happens. So if you're doing well, if your father is doing well, your parents are doing well, that's it will be seen and will be positioned. The question now is, like when it was there for President Musa Yar'Adua, it was about competence over political.
So the argument comes now. So Nanya Kalu, is she competent? Does she qualify to be an ambassador? If we look at experience, we want to look at everything.
When we look at the experience and all the things now, I didn't ask to come that she is not a career. This is so because the fact that now the non-career ambassador that she falls under, it now becomes like a safe bracket.
So that it actually corresponds with what the Huriwa said. Maybe you're using that to set.
Before you
know about Nigeria.
I know now. I know.
Let's pray now.
In doing it,
I know about Nigeria.
Yes,
at least a little bit.
In doing it, Baba, you have to be at the face.
That's the point.
You have to be there.
So that's the point now.
That's what the table shaker did.
So that's the point now.
So you have to you are there. You are.
So I have to do what Madi
Yeah.
Madi Shehu did.
Do,
Or
do,
I have to do something else.
okay.
Or I have to get closer to.
Did you not see a time where I think there was a particular video where Alibaba, the king of comedy in Nigeria, when there was this interview he talked about that he had a conversation with President Olusegun, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, that if you want to be a senator, if you want to be an House of Rep member, and I want to be a president, the things are supposed to. Did you not hear that? It's a breakdown.
Well, we have discussed extensively. So is your time now. We want to hear your opinion. You're going to be talking for a long time because we have done and we don't intend interrupting you when you do. But, everybody, 90 seconds. You know how it is. A lot of people are queued up to respond to this. 90 seconds. We're going to be strict. 90 seconds. We'll cut you off to allow others speak as well. It's Let's Talk Nigeria, and we're looking at the ambassadorial nominees presented by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. 0707 747 1522 0912 000 1975. Head on Facebook as well, 97.5 Golding FM. Drop your comments there. We will take your calls. We'll read them as well. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Moyo Stephen and Paul Brother.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is Jackson. I'm calling from Akenpai.
Welcome, Jackson.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. There is a mentality that the white men instilled in the mind of the slaves during the colonial era. They say that the slaves, which are the black people, are meant to serve. You can only come and serve. You are never meant to be spoken to or speak. You're only meant to be seen, but not heard from. So that is how it is. We that are here, we are only meant to be seen, but our voice cannot be heard. So now you are saying that how would you see the opportunity of being nominated as an ambassador? You have not spoken to them to hear your voice. They might only see you as an individual. It is only when your voice is being heard during your political allies with them, your activities, your participation. Today, if you have been able to sponsor a man that is in seat of power with some billions of naira, at least this period now, they could don't fly your name somewhere. Even your grandparents will never born, they could don't do an appointment. That is how it is. So, concerning the age, it's not wrong for a young person to occupy positions, provided it is not for compensation. If it is on a place of merit and the person is capable of having the integrity to represent a nation, it is not. Look, if you carry some persons like Remo or Mokri to represent your nation, my brother, your nation will be presented in a way that even you yourself, you know that you are in trouble. That man is a questionable character. I've seen his Twitter. I'm a follower of him in Twitter. A very questionable character. So him himself, one of them that is not qualified by my own assessment. But the career politicians that they've given appointment, I cannot know all of them. So he has his own way of doing these things. He has given appointment to people that he decide to. But age shouldn't be a factor, and they shouldn't be compensating people that have questionable character like Remo Mokri. That's my submission this morning.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to the nation.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I still remain reporting from Elephant.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you see, this nomination for me and for my own submission, I think this is just a beer parlor selection, a beer parlor nomination, as far as I am concerned, because I'm seeing no credibility in it. I'm going to talk about it. It's just who works for the party. You know that's who works for the party syndrome. This is just what we are saying in all this. And for M. Shehu, you see, what you said is very correct. But let me say this again. The youngest person in that nominee, can we peruse through her credentials to know? See, the only way they can claim her doubt on this one is if she is a graduate of international relations and has at least has some kind of experience. That will be the only thing that can claim my doubt on that young person in that list. You see, it's things like this that you see, they don't see us finish. That's why we are seeing all this brouhaha. Man, I'm so annoyed this morning. Good morning.
Well, don't be annoyed anyway. 0707 747 1522 0912 000 1975. You can send a message on WhatsApp as well to 0912 or on Facebook. Drop your message. We'll read them. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Majesty.
Good morning.
Good morning, Falbasa.
Good morning to you.
Happy New Month.
Yes, happy new month, Baba.
Yeah, this is the voice of Comrade Abraham Nelson. I'm calling from Tonga Kichama. Very sad. And their children. Israel, their children. It's very, very sad. We have professors, we have lawyers, we have people of high standing. People like Professor Patotomi. They are there, but they were not chosen. So that list to me is a very sad list. It's a bad list. The president should have a rethink. He should choose people who have moral character. People who Nigerians can say, yes, this person is worth representing us internationally. Not all those people who have issues here and there. I don't support that list. It's a very bad list. Thank you.
Oh, I say it's a bad list. You're calling Patotomi. How dare you call Patotomi?
People seem to, I think Nigerians were quite concerned when we got the list and they saw Professor Mahmoud Yakubu.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
I was also surprised.
It was.
But it really says a lot about.
It was. I think for me.
The complicity of Mahmoud
I think for me,
Yakubu.
it would have just been very good that the president just let it be. Don't involve him. Don't involve him. Let it just be. He's finished his service. He's finished his service at INEC as INEC chairman. For everything that he screams.
Some Nigerians feel that
Because
it's some form of compensation.
Yeah, because the office is supposed to be for non-partisan thingy. So now what are you putting him there for? Just let him. Don't let him get involved in the thing.
Okay, well, let's hear from this one whether you agree or do you think Mahmoud... Yeah, good morning. Good morning. What's your name?
Yeah, Collins from Obele.
Okay,
Collins from Bele.
My brother, see, any way they speak for Nigerian, no feel am bad. No feel bad. And for corruption, it already baptized us. All this way they see, they use and they competence the party people. Now, compensation to them. People will work with you. People will want me to work with you. You go use them, you go take entice them. It's just there like say you send a boy to go buy a biscuit. When he comes to buy, take this 50 kobo for your work well done. All this is what they see. Look at all these organs. Now we then carry a daughter. So no competent people for their space. My good. All this, leave them, my brother. You see, I know they pray for Nigeria to better again, and they pray for my family. Because why? People where by your GBD, it's already soaked up inside water. What is the talk? So one thing is all people serve Nigeria, all these are footballers, all these are scholars, they serve Nigeria. So people where we stay, where they do record, we not see them. People don't make money, their pocket don't full. If they carry this thing, give people where they're competent. At least the family, the relationship, you see, my brother, let me tell you, the rich get richer, the poor getting poorer. So make them carry, now their government, now their sons. So make them carry go. People they bother, and Nigeria, they pray for Nigeria to better again. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for your contribution. Well,
we still have to pray for the country.
yeah, well,
It's our country.
from the last caller's statement, does it mean that Mahmoud Yakubu worked for the president?
I think it's what
From his
it's
analysis.
It's what people, you understand. It's what people.
No, I'm just asking a question because I do not want to see
it's
it
what people are
in that
saying.
manner.
If you get to the social media, it's what people are looking at, and because we will have to read out the comments from the social media.
So does it further
It's a
confirm
concern.
the concern of people that the INEC chairman, the former INEC chairman, worked in the interest of the president?
The people most people that are screaming about this, especially it's the opposition party. You are
Yeah.
in the PDP and from the ADC. Like it is not supposed to be. There are things.
So is the PDP also referring to people like Femi Fani Kayode?
Do not forget that Femi Fani Kayode had been was spokesperson for the Atiku campaign, at the time. You know, before he became
Reno
the spokesperson,
Mokere.
before he became the spokesperson, he had moved to APC. From APC, he just came down, and it was even the spokesperson for Jonathan at the time when the 2015 election that he lost. He just came from APC and moved to the PDP, and it's been going back and forth on the thing. People are looking at the list and wondering, there are persons that have questionable character, somewhat, somehow, and now yet they are still in the list, and you see them that talk from both sides of the map, but they are career politicians. What do you expect?
Well, let's hear from this caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Onopa.
Oh, Tony.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Yeah,
to
my
you.
brother. Good morning. Happy New Month.
Happy New Month, Tony.
Same to you.
Yeah. Yes, my brother. I want to control my own about the list ambassador of Mr. President. I believe nothing to do for this Nigeria people to complain. So complain. But for me, those people simple comment for Nigeria. I'm saying people complaining about those people. Who are you going to blame? Are you going to blame foreigners who are going with us? This is the former governors, the former ministers. This is people who get awareness before. Why Nigeria complaining? Something will do something that will go that I make nothing bad. I complaining. Even they bring all these professors, people will just complaining. He bring former judges, people will just complaining. It's too bad for Nigeria. I couldn't account them account move well. I'm complaining in everything. The authority do complain. President do complain. But I believe that Mr. President can never listen about this people complain. The mix of them might bring for Nigerian people, they are capable to be our ambassador in every country and put them. They are their former governors. Cannot say a governor will rule for 80 good years. Cannot be a ambassador of Nigeria. Cannot say a minister will go for 4 years or 8 years. Cannot be a ambassador for Nigeria. So another time people are complaining. But the minority will have their say, majority have their way. So let's leave my president to do the needful for Nigeria. People say it's too late. People say why it's now. There's no time, it's too late for anything. They will go there and start for Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just want to believe that if Naya Carlo, if she weren't the daughter of Ojuzo Carlo, I think maybe Nigerians wouldn't have complained. A lot of people who criticized that wouldn't have complained. Maybe. Because she was nominated by the former governor, I guess, of Abia State, and so that's why people are complaining about her making it to the non-career ambassador list. Yeah, that's what I think.
You know, for all that it works, like I said, we have to go back to what does the Constitution say concerning the list about ambassadors,
Yeah.
the qualifications and the things. So that's from there we can now look at what happens.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, good evening.
Good
Thanks.
morning
Thanks
to
for
you.
joining us.
Yeah. Talking about this nomination, ambassadors, a lady who is 30 years. Sorry, my name is Chikobi. I'm calling from Obele.
Okay, Chikobi, please go ahead.
Yeah. Which experience where this girl don't get? No matter say that my sister, which experience where she don't get? It just the simple truth is just he want to pay back those that work for him. They are not ready for Nigerians. They are just doing their own cartel thing. Okay, because the minister of Abuja, when we send him to go and represent us, we don't see any other person in this country to carry along. He was his own son. When he asked me, say, after all, my son is a lawyer, he can represent us. Is it a family something? The way we are doing things in this Nigeria, we don't know what we are just writing a letter bomb. We are not doing anything we are doing in this country. We don't want to get it right. We don't want to do anything that is wrong, that other people will see and say, yeah, congratulations. Okay, all the whole callers now, just for example, all the whole callers, which one have accepted this nomination? No one. So does it mean these people that are talking, they are not Nigerians? If I'm not mistaken, they are not even closer to them. But we know what it is for us. So what they are doing is they are just doing as a cartel something in our cabinet, in our own. They are not doing it to balance the country. So Nigeria, I don't know when we are going to get it right. Thank you. Let me stop there for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 0707 747 1522 and 0912 000 1975. We are still looking at the ambassadorial list. Yes, the list of ambassadorial nominees sent by President Bola Tinubu. What's your reaction? Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Steve and Moyes. I greet the house.
Good morning.
to you.
My name is Obadi, calling from Akita.
Okay, please go ahead.
The problem we have in Nigeria is that these leaders, they do things too glaring. They do things too open that what can the people do? So let us just do anything we want to do and get away with it, because after all, you cannot hold us accountable to our character, to our behavior. So coming up with a former just past INEC chairman that gets you into power, appointing him as a ambassadorial nominee, is it not too obvious? Is it not too much to ask? I think it's too bad for Nigeria to be doing things this way. That is to say, all along, Maxim Yakubu is your party loyalist. It's on your party. Or, in other words, you want to compensate him for the job well done, for bringing you to power. That is what you are telling us. That is to say, the president can still go on and even appoint this current INEC chairman, Professor Joe Atamokutan, to be in a public office, and he will go with this, and nobody will talk, nothing will happen, because in Nigeria we can do anything and nothing will happen. So, one thing I will say is that this thing that is going on, another set of people, that is to say, another party will come to power in Nigeria, it will do worse than this, and by then, this set of people now will complain, and they will say, complain, and the country will keep going from bad to worse. That's my explanation. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That's exactly what we're saying, isn't it? What does this really mean to Nigerians? What are Nigerians thinking about this particular nomination? Especially, I saw on social media, it was derogatory, and that's why I don't want to read that message. It was crazy, okay, the last caller just said exactly what that man on social media commented about the former INEC chairman, being nominated as one of the, ambassadorial nominees. It sends a lot of message. It sends a lot of message. And I don't know. I just try as much as possible not to give my own perspective, but I try to read out what people say here. But you, the listener, what do you think? Many people think that there's nothing wrong with it. Like one of our callers also said that there's nothing you do that Nigerians will not complain about. Okay, so that's it. But we have to talk about them already, because that's part of it, and that's what Let's Not Talk Nigeria is all about. So, what are your opinions? Let me just take about one or two calls before we say goodbye to the show. All right, 0707 747 1522 0912 000 1975. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
My name is Neil, calling from Sample.
Okay, please go ahead.
Sir, Nigeria, you can keep Nigeria for can't put Nigeria for aid. And that's what they carry Nigeria for aid. I don't know. Nigeria for soldier like this. Then you have destroyer. That's my belief. Can't put Nigeria for aid. For soldier. You understand?
Yeah. It's the positioning and the way he's saying it.
The way he's saying it.
You can't put it in the head, just put it on the shoulder.
Oh, well.
Then the head, the weight is so much. It's just less throw.
But Nigeria is our country, so we have to talk about these issues.
We have to.
We have to talk about these issues.
We have to.
We have to talk about this. So more issues, right? And some Nigerians argue that the list is less about foreign policy competence and more about rewarding political loyalty. So, for instance, as I said earlier on, the nomination of Mahmoud Yakubu, former chairman of the Electoral Commission, sparks real outrage, as we've heard from the callers. Critics claim putting him forward, despite controversies over his stewardship during elections, signals a skewed reward system. And on social media and public discourse, many question whether some nominees have anything to offer in diplomatic relations. Saying their inclusion seems to reflect political patronage rather than expertise. For instance, the Naya Kalo example, and the Reno Mokri thing, and the Femi Fani Kayode thing, and of course even the Mahmoud Yakubu instance as well. So, and there has been widespread disappointment that after long delay, Nigeria's foreign missions have lacked substantive envoys since 2023. Remember, we keep talking about it here on the radio.
It was quite late, but sometimes a person say better late than never.
Mm-hmm.
But, do you also remember that during the President Muhammadu Buhari's time, Stena, to even get the ministerial list, it took 6 months.
But this is more than that.
I'm just saying, the delay, the thingy, that delay thingy, because if you're the opposition and you were coming on board, you should of necessity have everything planned out, if not for these different crises and people, because we've been here, we talked about this before this whole crisis of the insurgents and the things re-emerging. Mm-hmm. We said you cannot have our foreign missions empty and just have those staffers
because
there.
they should be speaking for us. This ambassador should be speaking for us
at different times, because we saw things come up. We saw cases morph into where Nigerians issues are in the Dubai, in the UAE, in a different part of the world, in the Middle East, and things were coming up. Nigerians were being targeted one way or the other. Some comments, but since you don't have any ambassadors or any envoys, no one is talking on our behalf. But so, this one now,
because there's a limit to what the civil servants can do.
No, you can't even do more. You can't do.
They can't do the talking and they just do the office jobs. But then the basic duty of talking and having that relationship. So the question now is, do they all have that international experience? And then of course, at the end of the day, since 2023 on to now, the eventual nominees are seen as not befitting to represent Nigeria. That's what people are saying. Now, some Nigerians view the list as a blow to diplomatic standards, worrying that individuals with tainted political profiles will tarnish Nigeria's reputation abroad. I do not know any who has a tainted political profile, but Nigerians have people they think have tainted political profiles that they can say. And supporters of the list, of course, argue that nominations are a form of recognition for a job well done. So, and now the question comes, must it be for doing a great job? That's the major question we're asking. And the political appointees are a normal feature of diplomatic posting. So if you do a job well, you will be giving something. And it's just to compensate those who worked really hard for the president. But that's what they say. That's not the opinion of Golding 97.5 FM, of course.
Yep.
We're only trying to bring all of this to the fore anyway. So, but that's how we're going to end the show today. We want to appreciate every caller, every listener who did not call, but just want to enjoy the conversation. I hope you have been able to learn one or two things and you are informed. Tomorrow we'll be here again with another topic. Make sure you keep a date with us here on Let's Talk Nigeria. I am Moyo Steven.
And I am Paul Oblomugbasa.
Have a lovely day.